Hello there. Well, I bet you weren't expecting anime reviews or anime related content on the channel. Ha! Neither was I, bitches. Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy, Seraph, aka Nigarachi, aka Baby Hot Pocket Jr., aka Opus Julia, aka Brawlhalla the God. And welcome to a first reaction to Awari no Seraph, aka, otherwise known as the American dubbed name, Seraph of the End. Let's get into this. Now, Seraph of the End is actually on the map of one of the most popular animes of 2015 right now. It's doing good right now. It is a spring anime, of course, yeah, I believe it's a spring anime, and it's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Now, Seraph of the End, or Wari no Seraph, is made by the same studio who has made Attack on Titan, or Shingeki no Kyojin. And one key note that you can see that is made by the same studio, Studio Wit. Studio Wit has its signature style in its animation. If you notice it in Attack on Titan, they outlayer their characters, or the anime characters, in a thick layer of black, separating the characters from the background. Awari no Seraph does the exact same thing for, certain scenes. So, it's a plus side. And speaking of Attack on Titan, the story is somewhat relatable to Attack on Titan. Some people may argue it is, other people may not. But if you look at it from a standpoint, it is Attack on Titan 2.0. Now, is that such a bad thing? I can't really input that now because I'll make a review on it once the anime is actually done, because it's an ongoing anime, thus a reaction. I'm only going to react to animes when they're, ongoing. But as of now, I would call it Attack on Titan 1.5, 2.0, however anime fans have gone about it. But other than that, the anime is pretty good. Animation-wise, it's pretty good. Now, comparing it to Attack on Titan, I would say Attack on Titan would still hold the animation for better animation by Studio Wit. I'm not just saying that because, Attack on Titan was pretty good and this anime isn't done yet. I'm saying that for a different reason. Attack on Titan had one thing Awari no Seraph or Seraph of the End does not have. The omnidirectional gear and the Titans. The omnidirectional gear, when they use scenes for it, they used it in such an astronomically and phenomenal way to capture the audience. It was so good. And I don't think no other animation studio, probably besides the animation studio that does Fate Zero or Fate Stay Night, I don't think no other animation studio can top that. It's just the way how they, like the way when Eren and Mikasa, when Eren was going to go put the boulder back in the hole for Mario or or whatever, and when Eren was going to the boulder in the omnidirectional gear, that scene, just itself, can show what Studio Wit is capable of. And then comparing that to Awari no Seraph, it's like, meh. And then with the Titans, like when Annie is chasing Eren and Captain Levi and the rest of the squad, Levi squad, in the forest. It's so good. The way how the background, contrasts with Annie running after them or the female Titan running after them. It's so good. And it just contrasts so well. Not saying that Seraph of the End does the same thing with his characters, it's just that comparing them both with the character moving in the back, I'm sorry, Attack on Titan takes the cake. I mean, you can't really compare it, but then you can, because with Seraph of the End, like, they have swords, they have weapons, they're on the floor fighting. They're not moving in the air as much, they're not moving around as much when they fight. As compared to Attack on Titan, they're pretty much moving around in almost every other scene. Action scene, that is, or depending on the episode. So, I would have to give animation to Attack on Titan. Now, the soundtrack for Awari no Seraph, as of now, the soundtrack is pretty good, and it can hit you in the feels pretty hard. Same thing with Attack on Titan. It can hit you in the feels pretty hard. I don't know if it's Studio Wit itself, or the people who decide to direct and, produce the anime and decide the soundtrack, But Attack on Titan and Seraph or Seraph of the End, I'm so used to saying the Japanese name. And I don't know, the soundtracks can hit you in the face. The soundtracks are both good. Now, would I recommend watching Seraph of the End or Seraph? I myself would possibly say, I don't know. Attack on Titan has a very gruesome first episode. If you can make it past the first episode of Attack on Titan, then you can make it past the first episode of Seraph of the End. That's all I can pretty much say at this moment. I'm not going to recommend it as of now, for a person to watch. If you liked Attack on Titan, I can't compare it directly to Attack on Titan because it's not done yet and I can't review an unfinished anime. But as of now, if you want to see why it's so hyped up as it is, watch the first 3 episodes. If you can make it past the first one, you can make it to the second one, you can make it to the first one. You can see why it's so hyped up. Why is it so hyped up? What's the hype behind it? It's the same thing with Attack on Titan. The first episode came out and there was so much hype behind it. You can see why it's so hyped up. So if you can make it past the first episode of Attack on Titan, you can make it past the first episode of Warrior Chef. So as of now, for hyped up anime of 2015, I would recommend checking out Warrior Chef. For now, the first episode, I would recommend checking out the first episode. And that's gonna be it for first reactions. Be sure if you guys enjoyed this to subscribe to the second channel, which is SamurottLet'sPlays that you're on now. If you guys want to have a main channel which is Pokemon related, be sure to click that link in the description box below. I also have a collab channel or a gaming channel or Creep Life Gaming. If you guys want to check out, be sure to click the link in the description box below, as well as my live stream, and a bunch of other stuff. But that is my time. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been your boy, SamurottLet'sPlays. I'm out to switch.